Alright. Hello. Welcome, friends, enemies, everyone in between, and friends we have yet to make. You're the red units that have the little talk icon above your head. I just gotta get to you. Hello, Finn. Maybe popping out for a birthday dinner soon, but I'll stay until then.
Meanwhile...
Hey, if you're eating on somebody else's dime, go eat on somebody else's dime. I will not fault you for missing my stream for a meal.
Meanwhile, I'm a blue unit with a magic of 62 and a range of 5!
Okay. Neat. Ah!
You know exactly who I am!
You're a 15-year-old girl with white hair.
20!
Ah, time skip. You're right. Hello, Mint. Anyways, welcome to the first of a reformed system of how I'm going to be doing things. Yeah, enhancement. Yeah, evolution. While technically Tears of the Kingdom is a long play, since I have two active streamers in the call with me, this...
Hey, that's me and that's her!
This is technically a collab. Technically.
Yes.
So that's why I'm not relegating this to recording only. There are a bunch of series that I am relegating to recording only. Fire Emblem is becoming recording only. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is becoming recording only. Pokemon, if I go back to Pokemon, will still be collaborative or extra content, so it'll still be online.
Need to finish the story regardless.
I do still need to finish the story. I'm hoping that Mooney actually gets days off enough that she can catch up and join with us. Because she did get the DLC pack.
Yo, a full squad of 4?
A full squad
that sounds like a banger!
Yeah, especially when we get into just grinding subquests. I showed her
how many dash points are you gonna... I mean, BP are you gonna get per minute there?
Yes!
That's what I thought.
I showed her the clip of me deciding to do the gacha pull and getting the Pokeball pull, and she's like, I'm gonna laugh if you get a Master Ball. And I got a Master Ball.
And then she proceeded to laugh.
Yes.
Honestly, Master Ball was hilarious, because I think I was the one who told you this thing is going to be completely overpowered because it prints Master Balls.
And I'm just like, I wonder if it will. And then I'm like, oh, that's glowing rainbow. It probably did.
What are you gonna use it on?
I'm more of a fan of the Apricorn Balls, but Master Ball is okay, I guess.
The best ball ever made is okay, I guess.
Well, you can get it without cheats now, essentially.
Yeah. I eventually want to restart or resume Wizardry 8 and Wizardry Gaiden 4. One of each of you is a co-host for one of those. Wizardry Gaiden is just, I need to finish getting caught up again. Because the great loss of file and having to restart things again, and then being told, go ahead and grind. Manabender will get a good laugh at this. When we resume where we were, we will be on our 4th class change.
Jesus fuck.
Look, Mooney, Zephyr, and I have almost as many episodes in the 2 series of Wizardry Gaiden 4 as you, Goji, and I have in Wizardry 8. I asked them, do you want to be along for the 3rd playthrough, or do you want me to go ahead and do just power level on my own? And Zephyr's like, yeah, we'll skip. And then
the first one was not our fault, though.
Yeah. Well, the second one wasn't our fault either. It was that water cooler's fault. But I then asked, do you want me to just play normal, or do you want me to stat min-max? And Mooney was like, make us mighty. And I'm like, I bet!
And your eyes went wide.
Yep, because I found...
And if they physically could, they'd probably start glowing.
Well, here's the thing. I found that there is one event in the first of the towers that when you examine it, it causes a relatively easy, potentially bad at first encounter to spring up, where if it goes first, it can, like, paralyze party members, but it only has 2d4 hit points, and is worth a base of 6,000 XP. Which...
Hot damn!
And here's the kicker. If you don't finish the scripted boss on that floor, you can just stand on that spot and repeatedly search it. Get to the point where your party can one-shot it, and then it's just search, mash fight, mash XP rewards, because it doesn't have a chest roll table. It just has money that's just sitting there, so you don't have to disarm a chest. So, thus far, I have sat at that spot and farmed 4.5 million XP. And that's not...
That's a lot.
And that's not 4.5 million total. That's 4.5 million per person.
That's 4,500. How long does one combat take?
Math.
If you turn on fast forward and turn it on to 1,000%, about 2.2 seconds.
So about 2.2 plus 25% hours.
Yeah, so you know how I did it? Monitor 1, pull up an episode of Taskmaster. Monitor 2, mash X and A, just rhythmically tap X and A at the same time.
Oh, so basically how I used to play clicker games.
Yes. It works. It works. Zephyr's gonna be real thrilled when we finally get back to it and I show her that she has literally every type of spell.
All levels?
Yes. What you think that I'm going to listen to Mooney saying make us mighty and I'm not gonna overachieve? When we go back to where we were and where we left off, all 6 members of the party are going to have access to at least 2 types of spells. The other kicker, and this will blow Manabender's mind, of the 6 members of the party, the lowest HP anyone has is 160.
That's a lot of hit points.
It's a lot of hit points.
What's the highest?
Amazingly, only 197.
Man, still not breaking those 8-bit limits.
It's not yet, but that's okay. I did some research into it. I actually looked into it, talked with some people about it, and they're like, yeah, you could do that infinite number of times as long as your characters don't die of old age. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Because the thing is that when you class change, your character ages a couple years. That actually starts to add up. Unless you go to a hidden part of the 4th dungeon, which is where we're going to be setting out, because there's an event where there is a troll guarding a spring, and he's like, yo, 100,000 gold. And if you tell him yes, you come to find out that he's actually guarding the Fountain of Youth. You pay him, you drink from the spring, you're 10 years younger. Which comes with all of the benefits and penalties that de-aging involves.
Can you become literal Bab?
Here's the thing. If your age falls below 10, you're retired because you're not old enough to adventure.
So, yes, you can become literal Bab.
You can become literal Bab. The lowest age that...
Pokemon,
the lowest age that Wizardry Guide 4 will let you have a character is 10. And I was warned that if you let a 10-year-old drink from the Fountain of Youth, they will permadie because they will be unborn. Terrifying, right? But yeah, we're going to get back to that eventually. We're going to get back to Wizardry 8. We're going to get back to Wizardry likes on this channel, both in Twitch and in YouTube, because It's a big part of who I am, and I'm going to be more self-indulgent in order to avoid burnout. All of the stuff I'm doing is to avoid burnout. By the way, other things to look forward to in the coming days. The VODs of Dokapon Kingdom Story Edition, hopefully. I'll be getting back with Tex and Rose for Trials in the Sky, and I started a little project with Mooney called Undernaut's Late Shift, because I did some research, and it turns out that the fire elementals that also happen to have boobs will not get me struck from Twitch or YouTube. I thought they would because, you know, nip-nops, but apparently it's okay because they're not real boobs. They're fire in the shape of breasts.
That, and there's also a difference between nudity and pornography.
Yes. But the fact of the matter is that there are dozens and dozens of other channels that have Undernauts playthroughs, and they don't get dinged for it. And they're just like, yeah, just put an age restriction on the VODs and you'll be fine. And I'm like, cool. Problem solved. Mooney really shocked me because, A, she decided that for her half of the characters, she's like, wait, that's just a little-ass girl. And I'm like, yes. And she's like, that is a 12-year-old schoolgirl. Yes. Make her a character. Why? Because it's funny to me, she says. And I'm like, okay. But she's also getting into, like, the horror aspect of the game, because Mooney loves her horror games, so that's been a delight. That's been very fun. I will be doing more, days off, quote-unquote, off to record, because I want to do more recording, and I want to set it up so that if I do 2 uploads to YouTube as VODs in a day, one of them's from stream and one of them's private recording. And the other thing about recording is that if I have recording days, I can set it up so that I'm doing, like, multiple different, like, projects in a day. I could spend early day doing one recording, midday doing another, late day doing a third, which, Jason, that sounds like a lot of work. To be honest, it might be, but the projects that I'm going to be working on are games that are on my bucket list and shit that it's less work because I am playing games I love with people I love. And that instantly makes it less work.
Out of curiosity, where does Fates fall into all of this?
Fates is part of those side projects. Fates will be done live on stream when we finally get there. I've just been distracted by a lot of things.
The PvP or all of it?
No, the PvP.
Okay.
The rest of it, I am not recording, I'm not streaming, I'm just playing it when I am in the mindset to play it and not, like, exhausted or working on other things. But
it is happening eventually, right?
Yes, it is happening eventually.
Alright, that's what I wanted to hear.
Yes, I am working on it. Just because, like, part of the reason why I had taken a short break from it is because my controller for the PC has been acting up, and I didn't realize how big of an issue this was until trying to play Mega Man and accidentally jumping when I mean to slide and accidentally sliding when I mean to jump. Because you're a Fire Emblem player, I'm sure you would be very irritated if every 15 seconds or so your cursor, like, slipped a few squares that you did not tell it to slip and all that. Like, it's not fatal, but it's fucking annoying.
It's kind of like the Switch controller that's got the drift on it.
Just today, I accidentally opened a chest when I meant to attack twice.
Then,
really
yeah.
pissed me off.
Yeah. Now I want you to imagine that happening every 3 minutes.
I don't have enough pulses for this bullshit.
Alright. We have had our banter, because that is a thing that we do.
And I've eaten already, so I was just letting you guys have the conversation. I was just eating.
I was wondering why you were quiet, and then I remembered burger. So it's convenient. It's
So anyway, over to Link with a sword on it, with a pine cone on a sword.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what's fun is, like, a lot of this is not going to be spoiler for me.
No. I actually can't watch your streams
I know
anymore.
tomorrow's is gonna be extremely like spoiler story.
Oh, the
heavy
last
at this
time I
point.
showed up, you said something and I'm like, wait a minute, what? And then I immediately clicked off because I'm like, I don't want to have that explained to me.
Yeah, not gonna say anything.
So you just get to kick back and enjoy this.
Yeah, I do. This is why I like guesting on this, because I can literally just sit back now and relax.
And just poke fun here or there.
Yep, and try not to accidentally give away spoilers at the same time.
All right. I'm going to start recording in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so hi everyone. It's been a hot minute. Actually, amusingly, at the time of recording this, the last episode of Hyrule Energy Supercharged, the VOD hit YouTube, like, literally an hour ago, which is great.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me.
I have fixed my issues. My housemate was so kind as to say, hey, I heard you were having problem with your Switch controllers. I have a spare wired controller if you'd like to use it. I'm not using it. Nobody else is. And I'm like, sure, I would like to try that. And I did try it, and it's uh-oh. Skipped frames.
Oh, it might be a YouTube thing. Are you simulcasting?
I am.
YouTube might be a little bit funny, because YouTube acts up a little bit sometimes.
Yep. It's saying skipped frames over the past couple of minutes, but...
Eh.
I had that incident skipping, but we're still live.
Yeah.
Alright. Because it's actually not reporting lost frames otherwise, so... whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll make it work.
We make it work.
But yeah, yeah, we're back.
Hey, we never left.
We never left.
We just took a bit of a nap.
Oh, am I? Oh. Oh, the frame rate on the capture card is acting funky.
Sorry, I did not mean to make that much noise.
Twitch is down to about 1 frame a second, by the way.
Is it?
Ugh.
Meanwhile, Discord is still trucking at 30. Which is normal.
God. I need to go get a towel. My soda just, like, decided to explode.
Oh no.
I love this.
Wow, this game is chugging right now. I'm getting frame skips and whatnot like crazy right now. Why is it reporting?
Twitch is currently on life support.
When the glow of the
and we missed a frickin' blood moon.
The aimless spirits of slain monsters return to flesh. The world is threatened once again.
Oh, this is... I'm actually like... Yeah, no, the stream quality right now is terrible. Skipped frames detected, 97% over the last 2 minutes a few seconds ago.
Yeah, YouTube and Twitch are both.
Alright.
Very...
Well, hey, we have a thing that we can test. I'm gonna stop the recording. No, stop recording. Stop recording. Oh, God. Alright, well. It still says we're connected, maybe?
Technically, yes, you're connected, but...
Yeah.
If you define one frame a second as connected.
But the thing that matters is that I was able to do a recording without loss of connection. Yeah, I can see that I'm trying to wiggle the... Okay. It's not going well.
Oh, it's improving.
It's improving.
It'll most likely reset itself back together. It usually does.
Yep, I'm also no longer having the issues with, Oh no. I wonder if it's the fact that that I was recording. That would be bad.
Well, only one way to find out.
Yep.
Start
Oh, why
it up
is the
again.
bitrate? What?